They are tall, proud, and fine-looking. Their genetics is a wild mix of various sub-Saharan groups. Their women are some of the most graceful, gorgeous women I have ever seen. They live in Congo. They are proudly Congolese. Yet, their presence there draws a lot of controversy and conflict. Welcome to Afro Artista Films, and today we'll look at the Banyamulenge. So who are the Banyamulenge? Nestled in the lush highlands of the Itombwe Valley in South Kivu, Democratic Republic of the Congo, the Banyamulenge are a Tutsi community whose name means people of Mulenge, a testament to their deep roots in the Mulenge area. While they are some of the over 250 ethnic groups in the DRC, their identity has long been a subject of contention. The term Banyamulenge emerged in the late 20th century as a powerful declaration of belonging. Though historically grouped with the broader Banyarwanda people, they have fiercely asserted their Congolese identity, anchoring themselves in a land their ancestors have called home for generations. No official census has been conducted in the DRC since 1984, but estimates from the late 1990s suggested around 400,000 Banyamulenge. There are no clear estimates today, but it's safe to assume they have grown in number. Now let's look at their genetics. The Banyamulenge genetic composition reflects a mainly mix of three influences due to historical migrations and interactions. Let's do a quick breakdown, shall we? An average Banyamulenge, and in extension most Tutsi, will have, number 1, Bantu ancestry at around 60%. Like many communities in Central Africa, their lineage is deeply tied to Bantu-speaking peoples who migrated across the region. Genetic composition number 2 is Nilotic at around 20%. This fraction of their Nilotic heritage from pastoralist groups who journeyed from the Nile Valley contribute to their often tall and lean stature, a feature celebrated in their pastoral traditions. Lastly, genetic composition number 3 is Cushitic at around 15%. This Cushitic influence is reflected in their big foreheads, narrow facial features, and small noses. This component is likely from ancient migrations in East Africa, specifically the Horn of Africa. In addition, there are minor traces of ancient hunter-gatherer DNA, as most of Eastern, Central, and Southern Africa was once populated by these people. In summary, the Banyamulenge's genetic composition is mainly a blend of Bantu, Nilotic, Cushitic, and minor hunter-gatherer ancestries. Now, let's trace their migration history up to the present homeland in eastern Congo. The Banyamulenge, like other Tutsi, are believed to have originated in the Nile Valley region near present-day South Sudan and Ethiopia. They are part of the larger Nilotic group of peoples who are traditionally pastoralists. Around 2,000 years ago, Nilotic groups began migrating southward, likely due to environmental changes, population pressures, and a search for fertile grazing lands. Between the 11th and the 15th centuries, the Tutsi migrated into the Great Lakes region, which includes modern-day Rwanda, Burundi, and parts of the Democratic Republic of Congo, Uganda, and Tanzania. The Tutsi, with their cattle herding expertise, established themselves as a distinct group, often forming symbiotic relationships with the local Bantu populations. Over time, they assimilated into the Bantu peoples, intermarrying and adopting the Bantu languages of Kinyarwanda and Kirundi to create a new identity. Today, most of their identity is Bantu with minor Nilotic and Cushitic influences. Their mother tongue, Kinyamulenge, is a dynamic mix of Kinyarwanda, Kirundi, Ha, and Swahili, a linguistic mirror of their interconnected history in the region.
Nk'uko mubizi tariki 8 z'ukwezi kwa gatatu hizizwa umunsi w'abari n'abategarugori ku isi yose.
Natwe nk'abakobwa n'abagore b'abanyamulenge muri Europe twifuje kwizihiza uwo munsi le 7 mars muri Hollande.
Kuri uwo munsi hazaganirwa ibintu byinshi bitandukanye, muri byo harimo gukangurira abagore n'abakobwa kwiteza imbere, uburezi, ubuyobozi ndetse no guteza iwacu imbere.
Tukaba tubakangurira kuzoza muri benshi. Mwije mweshi murakaza neza.
Now, let's look at their phenotype or their looks. The Banyamulenge are a proud, majestic people to behold, as their looks are unlike other sub-Saharan groups. The Banyamulenge are celebrated for their striking presence, boasting tall, slender frames, chiseled high cheekbones, and eyes that seem to tell a story of their own. These traits, celebrated in local poetry and folklore, are tied to their pastoralist heritage, where endurance and grace were vital. Complemented by smooth, deep-toned skin and a dignified bearing, these physical attributes have been celebrated in cultural contexts for their regal aesthetic. Banyamulenge women are like a masterclass in grace and beauty. Imagine caramel that glistens under the sun, but way more delicious. Their smiles have the magical ability to transform their most mundane Monday into an impromptu festival of joy. There is an unadorable innocence about them, a charm that is both refreshing and captivating. They move with a reserved elegance that makes you think they might secretly be training for a royal parade. Yes, they are the queens of cool composure. Proud and family-oriented, these women carry themselves with a kind of regal poise that could even make the stiffest upper lip crack a smile. And here is a little nugget of advice. If you're lucky enough to call one of these extraordinary women your wife, consider yourself the luckiest man in the room. Not only will she treat you like royalty, but she will also provide that rare peace of mind that even the most stressed out souls dream about. In short, Banyamulenge women are exceptional. When we talk about their Banyamulenge people, it is helpful to remember that early descriptions, often from a colonial perspective, focused on physical traits like a taller, leaner build, distinct facial features, and a range of skin tones, and tightly coiled hair. However, these descriptions only tell a small part of the story and can be misleading. They were created in a time when people tried to fit others into strict categories, ignoring the rich, lived experiences of those individuals. Today, we know that the Banyamulenge, like all communities, are wonderfully diverse. A struggle for belonging. Colonial borders, carved during the 19th century scramble for Africa, fractured ethnic homelands, placing the Banyamulenge in the Belgian Congo, despite cultural ties to Rwanda. Belgian rulers exploited divisions, marginalizing the Banyarwanda and planting seeds of future strife. After Congo's independence in 1960, an exclusionary law denied them citizenship unless they could prove ancestry predating 1885, a nearly impossible task. In 1994, Rwandan genocide spewed violence into Congo, further polarizing communities. Labeled as outsiders, the Banyamulenge faced persecution from armed groups and even their own government. In response, some formed alliances with the Rwandan forces, leading to the rise of groups such as the M23, which claims to protect the Banyamulenge communities but remains mired in controversy. A crisis unfolding. In 2020, the World Youth Alliance sounded the alarm. The Banyamulenge were enduring genocidal acts of violence, targeted by militias and demonized by politicians. Today, the conflict escalates as the M23 advances in cities like Goma and Bukavu, deepening a humanitarian crisis. Why their story matters. The Banyamulenge's fight is not just about land or politics. It's a struggle to reclaim a narrative. colonial archives and the oral histories affirm their centuries-old presence, yet they remain caught in cycles of violence and erasure. The story is a reminder of how identity, when weaponized, can fracture nations. As the world watches, the Banyamulenge continue to resist, demanding recognition not as outsiders, but as Congolese people, the right to peace. Hey, did you just watch this video to the end? Thank you. I hope they learned something today. Please give this video a big like if you did, and I will see you again. Bye.
Why would I stay silent when I see the violence? I'll speak for the voiceless, bring hope to the hopeless.
It's been too long, killings going on. What about human rights? Where is UN? Why all the people in power silent? Yet all our people are dying. Save our people, save our children, save our mothers, save our sisters, save our brothers, save our fathers, save our people, save our friends.